Welcome to Badlands, I'm Chris. Today we're going to be unboxing the King Arms Ultra Grade series. So let's take a look at what comes in the Ultra Grade lineup boxes. When you open up, you have your manual. So this guy's going to show you everything you need to know about your airsoft gun. Let's start with the small stuff. So you have your front post adjustment tool. This guy is made out of metal, so you can adjust the front post here so you can sight in your gun. That guy's nice and durable because it's metal. And then we have, let's do the magazine. You have a 300 round high cap. Very easy to access your reservoir, so you can throw your BBs in there and then load it up. So that guy's all metal, nice and durable. I think that's gonna work for a lot of beginners. And then we have the gun. So let's take this guy out, nothing left. So we have our Ultra Grade CQB. There's 4 variants. This is the CQB variant. The gun is made of nylon composite, so it's plastic. Some of the features or some of the items on here are made of metal, such as your buffer tube, your flash hider, your front, your A-frame front post, your bolt release. You know, the bits you would expect to be metal. Those are made of metal. Everything else on it is plastic or nylon fiber composite. The nylon fiber composite is very strong. It's not as strong as metal, but it will hold its own. It's not fragile by any means, but basically it's going to allow the gun to be a lot lighter. So if you're going to be playing all day, it's going to be a lot nicer carrying this around than carrying, you know, an 8 or 10 pound hunk of metal with you. And it's just overall going to be a pleasure to handle. So I would not consider this a beginner's gun, and we'll go over a few of the things and I'll explain why. I do like the body. You do have an embossed engraving or embossed logos here or identification marks. That's nicer than often you'll see those white silk screened logos. I think this looks a lot more authentic. I think it looks more realistic. I think it gives an overall appeal or aesthetic to the gun that you don't normally see at a very affordable price point. Inside you have a version 2 gearbox. A lot of the parts in there are standard parts such as the gears. The motor is slightly better than your standard affordable offering you would get at a gun at this price point. So all those combined, it results in a very nice snappy shot for something that is considered a beginner entry-level gun. This is what I would consider a premium beginner's gun, and the main key point I want to point out is the quick change spring. That is a huge feature and is not often found at affordable price points. So for anyone who wants to go indoors and outdoors and they have to change their FPS, they can do it themselves with a Phillips head and the spring they need and 5 minutes of their time. So what you would do is you take the stock off totally and use your Phillips head to take the buffer tube screw out, blah, blah, blah. You unscrew that and then use a hex key to take out your quick change spring. Now I've already done that for you. Here it is. So just to give you an idea of what it's gonna look like, I put my Allen key in there, taking this out. You do like a 90-degree turn and it comes right out the back. Now I can change my spring and go from indoor and outdoor within 5 minutes. I didn't have to seek the help of a technician. I can do it myself and I don't require the assistance of anyone else. And I've done that in mere minutes. So that is a huge feature for an affordable gun and someone who wants the ability to go indoor and outdoor quickly. As always, we're just gonna kind of go tip to back as we normally do. So we have your flash hider here. This is a negative 14 millimeter thread, so it's the most common in airsoft, so you're going to be able to change that out with your favorite flash hider, compensator, or mock suppressor. Then you have your A-frame front sight post. That in conjunction with your rear post, you're going to be able to sight in your gun so you have some kind of aiming capability. However, I do recommend you use a red dot. That's going to help with target acquisition. It's going to allow you to be a little bit more accurate. Just underneath you have your bayonet attachment. As we move back, you have your quad rail or your M4 rail. So you can attach your grips, whether it's angled or vertical, or your flashlights or lasers, anything you need to kit out your gun and make it yours or make it tactical. As we move back, you have your plastic receivers. This is your rear sight. It is adjustable with multiple apertures. And you have your charging handle. That's also metal. That's going to open up your dust cover to allow you to access the dial type hop-up. So this is a common hop-up we've seen on other guns, and it's pretty tight, so when you move it, I wouldn't be worried about that thing backing off or coming loose and having to readjust it, so that's good. And of course you have your magazine release on this side. All right, you have your King Arms marking here, bolt release, non-functioning bolt release, I might add, selector switch, so you have semi and full auto. And as we move back, you have your 6 position stock, so you have 6 different lengths that you can work with. Very easy to take this off. If you want to access the battery, of course, you have your two paddles down here. So you push those, take it off the back. This is great. They include a QD or a sling mount. So it's a QD sling mount. And this ambidextrous works both left and right to accommodate lefties and righties. That's great. We always like it when, they look out for the lefties out there. It's a great addition. So anyone who wants to mount this to their sling, that way they don't have to carry their gun all day. They can, multitask on the field or switch to their secondary very quickly without dropping or damaging their gun or losing it. Let's take a few shots and test this thing out. It's nice. It's got really snappy response, and I'm impressed for a gun of this price point. So this is the CQB variant of the Ultra Grade. There are 3 more, so there's 4 in total, and those are going to be the M4A1, which is your carbine style front stock. The next is a SOP mod and a RAS, so 2 different styles. Overall, this is a great gun. It looks authentic. It has a version 2 gearbox that's upgradable. It has a quick change spring, allowing you to play indoors and outdoors, and it's super affordable. And there's also 4 different variants. If you want to get your hands on this product or others like it, check us out at badlandspaintball.com or visit a location near you. Be sure to follow us on social media so you can stay up to date with news and new videos. As always, guys, I'm Chris, and I'll see you on the field.